And hello everyone, here we are for another game that I, well, wanted to share. Just felt like it. Just press the record button and see how it goes. It's actually, I watched the best of 5 yesterday, which was BDS vs SKE, but the records got corrupted. There was a problem there somewhere because of some reason. But well, let's not talk about that. Just want to see how, like, they're getting back into this. See if I can just keep up with the pace of just like, I wouldn't say casting, but more into a reacting kind of thing. So from what I've heard, this Ziggs is a band for this guy, the Antonio, that has a reputation of being just a tank player. Not sure, but I think that sound is fine like this. So GX, in my opinion, has potential, but they show inconsistency when they need to be just focused the most, to say it this way. G2, they need to do basically one thing. It's just like focus mid lane. Jack is the best player by far from GX. Caps is just Caps. Well, the guy is there since the beginnings of LEC. He's been the best, if not one of the best players every split since. I have to stop counting on that. So yeah, you do kind of a 2-in-1. Also, usually GX just play 3 tanks, 2 carries. So if you cut one of the legs, I don't think Patrick can actually. That would be nice. Pick it. Game 1, come on. If you want to try things, it's in the first games, not the last ones. Pussy. I really don't like Patrick. Like, point number 1. I don't like the guy. There was some out of the game weird things happen and caught on stream that he did some time ago. I don't know if it's still the case, but anyways, I don't care about that. It's just like, him as a player, he feels irrelevant every game. If he would be consistent every game, or at least hold his ground, that's one thing, but like, there it just seems like he doesn't exist half the games, if not more. So, the Zeri can be flexed mid. Jack has been playing a lot of ADC's mid lane, so it's a flex. He can still pick the Nila as he was hovering. Nila Rail looks like a really good combo. Late game, they are just gonna smash everything if they pick that. They also have Zeri to DPS from a little further away and Maokai for the engage, setup, CC, peel, whatever you want. From the G2 side, they play something more defensive. They have Ashe, that's, I wouldn't say not an ADC, but she feels a bit more like a support than as an actual damaging ADC. First one, she has an ability that doesn't deal damage at all, just the bird, just gives vision, okay. She has slows on her passive and on her W, I think? Either E or W, the volley, the fan of arrows. So the damage she does is mainly from items, not from the champion itself. Then they have Braum, that is a champion that likes to be engaged on, and Ivern, that's just chill, 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 and nothing else. If you hear some noise, no worries, I'm just hitting my strawberries. With this heat, it just feels fucking good. And I have some fresh ones that I got yesterday from my grandpa's. And in this heat, I took a shower this morning and I'm stinking like hell. Okay, Smolder mid. Niski tried to pull that out yesterday, and it didn't quite work out, but also it didn't really make sense in the draft they had. The scaling now is a lot better, and now they actually have a reason to play just passively. I just don't want to see G2 do the classic G2 that is losing hard in the early game. getting a random team fight one and just winning the game from that. No, they have an okay bot lane that Yai can play from. They have a weak side top laner. They have a mid laner that just want to stay static on his lane and nothing happen around him. On the Giantech side, they want to put pressure. They have a lot of proactiveness if they want to, but they need to snowball. They have an opening for that. They have openings for that. And again, if Yike wants to go through mid lane, it's just to help caps, but I don't think they're gonna do anything against that. Zeri has a dash. I think Zeri Smolder, it's debatable, but I would prefer Zeri in the early game. Obviously, Smolder late does a lot more. Longer range. I wouldn't say sustain in DPS, and that's from Zeri, but overall, Smolder is just better. Overall, I prefer... I'm gonna say Giant X draft. Not by far, but I prefer it a bit. Because if you don't know and if you don't really respect early mid, you can just like start going down, start feeding the enemy, and that's what Giant X comp wants. Oh my god, why does he have a fan club? I really hate this guy, really. It's not just because he's a tank player. I used to be a tank player myself when I used to play LoL a bit. But like, it does nothing, and his fucking OTP is Horn. And he miss so many fucking flash second activation of his ult. How is this possible multiple times in the game? He has one game here and there, that he does okay. The rest is just whatever. They have two irrelevant players. Ignar also is not a bad player at all. He's a really good player and he has a lot of experience, and even outside, he usually is kind of used to go to Worlds from NA. But he has questionable moments. The classic support getting caught off position, or weirding ages when he's almost alone. Joan, yeah, I'm not sure. I cannot say if it's okay or not. Okay, they are about lane swap. Okay, why not? Man, I love strawberries. Normally they know Ivern is there. They can see the circle around it. Vertical jungling then? If you don't know what vertical jungling is what Juwan's about to do. He knows that Ivern was there. I'm not sure he's gonna be there in time. Okay, he had a feeling that he was there, so he turned back. Vertical jungling is when both junglers, instead of clearing their jungle normally, like blue side, red side, they clear it like this. Basically not divided by the river, but divided by the mid lane. But Maokai took care of the top side already. I like what Juan is doing there. That way, he got his wolves. He got the blue side from Yike, and he can fall back on his own red side, while Yike won't have much to farm. They should have been faster. Yike should have been there faster. That way the Antonio wouldn't be in time to get his level 2 and he would have got off. If there is someone that does not have strawberries, can you tell me how? That's so good. Actually, Can you tell me if it's... Okay, they're gonna try again the dive, okay. But they need to poke Antonio a bit more. Or else it just won't really work. Nick's not there anymore. They're just gonna make him lose farm. But even though he's just not farming bad another dirt. Meanwhile, this lane swap doesn't seem to be paying out that much if you look at the gold. And I really don't know why. What is happening? So, Ignar started the game up here with Patrick. You recalled? He went there to protect the Antonio from getting dove. Really well done. Why did you fucking left just right after? Now, he came to lane when his EDC was recalling. I didn't get that. Okay. Because they're playing double EDC, the Maokai is forced to play at least one AP item, which is probably gonna be Leanderis. But like, this is gonna make the Maokai squishy. Ooh, I don't like the first strike. I prefer phase rush. Since you don't have the tankiness, at least you need to have a way to get out of your opponent's claws. And with first strike, okay, you're gonna deal with more damage, but... yeah. Unless he really goes full AP. Which is not optimal. Back to strawberries. Sorry for that. If you don't like something, try eating that same something prepared in a different way. Like, okay, I don't like strawberries, but it's okay if I can, if I eat yogurt, like strawberry yogurt or jam, or stuff like that, you know? You might not like the taste of the way it is prepared, or just the natural taste of that thing, but if you try to eat it in a different way, you might like it. Okay, now 3v1 is level 5 though. He's not quite getting his level 6, even though he gets this wave. He might get it actually if he clears the wave, so G2 needs to do it now or never. Meanwhile, the turret is getting his ass kicked. So, yeah, that's nice. Broken Blade level 6. Okay, now that both top laners are level 6, I don't think the lane swap's gonna matter that much. They just need to be careful. Okay. I don't know why Mickey left on Sama there. Solo kill? Careful with Q. Okay, good job. He didn't shook off. And he has the Vamp Scepter. He's gonna flash on him. Okay, yeah, Ignar fucked up there. Okay, never mind. Okay. He's gonna die. Yep. A bit too deep. They don't quite have enough damage because he has his top laner, not his ADC with him. At this point, I don't know why the Poppy didn't commit to their ult. Just to knock up. He's just saving it for tomorrow. He didn't use his ultimate to kill the Braum or the Ashe there when they went down. He didn't use it to save his own ass when he was getting dove. Why didn't he start charging his ultimate and just like try to push people away? At least try. Just don't sleep there. And by the way, because of that, Jack is the one crying because he almost got a solo kill, meanwhile his bot lane gets just fucking demolished. Well, bot lane. Quote unquote bot lane. It felt like more than a swap ADC with top than an actual swap lane. By the way, the Pog POS last pick, like, what the fuck? Ah, now you're using your ultimate like that. He didn't even... Okay, I really don't know why is he doing that. He could have totally just walked there, take the wave, pressure a kill or like faking like someone is there, just to crash the wave. That's the use he got from his ultimate that he saved by letting his support and himself dying. Again, I really don't like this guy. But like maybe he brings something to the team that we don't know. That's the thing. I actually tell myself like, okay, this guy in game is just pretty fucking useless. But maybe in the voice comms, maybe outside of the games, the preparation, the insight, the good synergy that he has with his colleagues, maybe. It's not only purely about the game. Ignar showed a bit too early. You should have waited for Jackies to be closer to the wall. Nice. Look at that first strike damage. Boom. Just useless. This guy deserves a better team. So next split, if they actually want to stay in the league and be competitive, they need to change. ADC top, eventually jungle needs to step up or he needs to jump out too. Because they are really underperforming. No fucking idea what the fuck is this guy doing in LEC. I saw sometimes, like some games, in the European Masters, second division, obviously, the guy just existed. He is an okay weak sider, but what's happening? Like, actually yesterday, I was talking a lot about Irrelevant, the top laner from SK, the fact that that guy is so good, but his team doesn't put a single toe on top lane to help him, or use the advantage that he's digging for himself. They should swap top laners. Irrelevant being here, so they would play more with him, and leaving Antonio to SK, so he's a weak sider, guy that just plays by himself and just be forgotten for the wall laning phase, for example. To be good for both teams. It's okay. They are trying things, and that's the thing they need to do. They are stronger at the moment. In my opinion, they are stronger. They are just behind. That's the problem. Still have double EDC. Double EDC is a lot of damage later in the game. Yeah. Trying to commit into a Brom and an Ivern is really fucking annoying. Yeah, nice ultimate. Jesus Christ. Okay. Overall, the map state is even. One of the top laners is more useful, one of the junglers is more useful. Not gonna tell from each side, even if you look at the goal it just tells you. A team that's supposed to scale like slower because they have a smaller mid lane. From that, the champion you have in the middle of the map is not allowing you to get any prio. The only thing they actually did was 3 grabs. Why couldn't they force my like a little more? Okay, they have a Zeri versus that. But I prefer a Zeri than a smaller early game. Later in the game, G2's composition is also a lot easier to play. They also have a lot more CC. They're gonna have just more damage from the smaller. More frontline. Feels like after the mid game, G2's composition is just what Giant X wishes to be. The only actual argument is that they have two good carries. Oof, the arrow. What are they doing? What are they doing? Poppy and Brom are already fucked. Why did Jackies and Ignar stay? Yeah, it's over. That was clean from G2. Giant X just doing nothing. They didn't use any slightest advantage. They didn't try to create anything. They're just sitting there. That's triggering me. They are not trying to play at all. But that was a good arrow. I don't know. Like, they know that they are... and they have the numbers advantage. But it's a fucking Cassante. It is full build, he has one item. Yeah, when the Ashero came out, they should have just gave up. I have no idea why they still commit there. They also commit 1 TP. That face... that fucking face just means everything. I understood that as... I knew it was a shitty call, but I'm forced to follow it. Like on solo queue, when you are alone, playing versus a random guy that jumps into the middle of an enemy team, doing random things, that's one thing, you just leave him, you know? It's the crazy woman screaming on the streets from the village, you know? Just whatever, literally. But when you are playing a 5v5, a team versus a team, competitively, when someone says I'm gonna go in, you have to go in. So that way you don't split your decision, lose for sure half of it. So someone made the boat sink because of that move. It's either Ignar or the Antonio that TP'd in. One of the two. Cassandra is far too tanky, and they don't have damage. Hmm. They are almost 10k gold down, by the way. But good job. Your ADC is one level ahead. Jesus Christ. They are 2 level diff on the junglers. Okay, TP flank. Okay, no ult on rail. The dragon was secured by the... Okay. Okay, the Antonio kidnapped. Now, is anyone else gonna die? No. They got the dragon for a kill. I'd say it's fine, honestly. That's not just a dragon, by the way. Those are 5 minutes that Juan bought to GX for denying the soul. No red buff. Oh, he doesn't have smite yet. No, never mind. At this point, I think they should have just like either ran all together to the TP or ran all together to the 4v5 situation. And look, he's so far back. The Poppy ult got him. So why didn't they commit on the rest that was there? They're not playing together at all. I don't know what they are thinking or trying to do, or I don't know. Just try something, move, play. They are believing. By the way, the support has almost as much gold as the jungler. Okay, that was good. It's a shame, he should have flashed the arrow. And why the fuck did he TP in the middle of 4 people? This guy's a griefer. Just... he should be on the list of not ready for the LEC. By far. Don't know what the fuck he's doing. Look at that. He's forcing his ADC to clear the fucking wave that he didn't. And now because of that, Israel couldn't start hitting this wave and they're gonna lose a turret. So, good job, you lost your TP and you made your team lose a turret. I have a feeling that there are 1 or 2 individuals in this team playing completely alone. Never talking to the others, not letting them know their intentions. The shitty calls, let's not talk about that. Smaller S2 items. Iverness 3. 1k up on the half AP Maokai. Yeah. For point number 1. Giant X don't have enough damage. They are not like remotely close to have enough damage to do anything. Point number 2. An Ivern with 3 items. At 20 minutes. That's one of the things. They are gonna take 0 damage from Baron. Now, the only good argument for GX is they have one of the best dot smiters in the game, which is Maokai. That's getting zoned out. That's just fucking dying, okay. In my opinion, one of them should have stayed here to cap the Baron aggro. They didn't saw him. He has a good position. They need to wait a bit for his ultimate. On the support. Okay, they're gonna get 1 kill. Okay, Jackie's go. Ah, close. Not that. What did they try to do there? Jackie's is the only one trying to win those fights. I didn't look Patrick, but I think he was getting zoned out by the Daisy. I have to see it again. So first, really good. Just kidnapping the Maokai. He's midlife already. Oh yeah, he cannot come in. Cannot do anything. Yeah, he almost dies. It was good from Jackie's, like there, it's just a shame. because he flashed when he was in a 2v1 situation. The smaller was next to him. But in the 1v1, in the 1v1, he would have won actually. It's a shame. But good job, they got their first kill of the game. 15k gold down. That's gonna hurt. At least they have some poke. I could try to play with that. From the Maokai, that is real. And then hard engage with the rail. But like, the Ivan Shields is just obnoxious. Okay. That's not bad at all. Okay, never mind. Jesus Christ. I think it's 225 stacks or something like that, where he gets the execute. What the fuck is they? Oh man, please. What is he doing? I don't like this. This might seem good, but look at the result. They are gonna fill the gold lead deficit. He should have waited for his fucking rail. They're not trying to win this, are they? That's, again, I said it in the beginning, that's React, that's not casting. I wouldn't be just trash talking as much as I am at the moment. It's not really trash talk, it's just like putting everything on the table. What a stomp. G2 is back. That was not even fun. Whoa. Let me double check this. Still 1 million points on GX. Okay, why not? In my opinion, GX can win. The hell is that? The thing I want GX to do is play together, or at least give the feeling of. Anyway, guys, that's game 1 on the best of series G2 versus GX. We see each other for another one, game number 2. Till then, consider leaving a comment, a like on the video if you like it, or a dislike it if you didn't. But never forget about this, stay the way you are, you're amazing, and see you guys.